Michael Chiklis tackles an unlikely true football story in The Senior. The Senior is based on the story of Mike Flint, who returned to play college football at the age of 59. There are certain actors you immediately associate with sports. Kevin Costner and Adam Sandler are two of the most well-known. Michael Chiklis hasn't reached that level, but he clearly enjoys the genre, especially when it comes to portraying real-life people. After being Red Auerbach in Winning Time, Chiklis tackled another sports figure. This, one you might not be aware of. The Emmy winner stars as Mike Flint in The Senior, set to premiere in theaters on September 19th. Flint's unbelievable story went viral before viral had pop culture relevance. At the age of 59, Flint went back to college in 2007 as a senior to play football at Division III Sul Ross State in Alpine, Texas. The linebacker became a national sensation because he was a grandfather who was 8 years older than his coach. Flint appeared on ESPN, and now his life is getting the Hollywood treatment. Chiklis hopes that audiences will show up to the theaters with big game energy. Go with a bunch of people because of the collective. The 62-year-old Emmy Award-winning actor said in an interview with Awful Announcing via Zoom, "You wouldn't want to go to a football game by yourself. You want to go with a crowd of people and see it and scream for your team and everything. It really evokes that." For Chiklis, portraying the late Auerbach seemed like a natural transition for a Boston area native and Boston University alum. Becoming Flint was a different journey. First, he had direct access to Flint and his wife, Eileen, who were both on the set during filming. Second, there wasn't a mythology he needed to live up to, as was the case with the cigar-chomping Auerbach, who won 9 championships as a coach with the Celtics and 7 more as a general manager. While researching the role, somewhat surprisingly, Chiklis and Flint did not communicate often beforehand. "We didn't spend that much time together before filming," Flint said. "Actually, we met on set that first day. We did talk in a couple of conference calls. That's it. But for the most part, no. Michael knew what he needed to do. Playing a real-life character has its challenges. You want to create a relatable persona while also maintaining some creative freedoms." Michael Chiklis said having Flint on set took a moment to get used to. "I had the benefit of reading the book and reading the script and speaking at length with producer Mark Ciardi," said Chiklis, a former high school fullback and linebacker. "Then I got to speak to Flint a couple of times. When we met, Mike and Eileen were on set every day. And at first, that was really daunting and a little intimidating. But then it ended up being the greatest gift in the world because there was such a wonderful resource for me." A lead actor is often only as good as their supporting cast. In The Senior, Chiklis works with Mary Stuart Masterson, Eileen, and Rob Corddry, Sul Ross coach Sam Weston. Masterson is featured prominently in one of the movie's key scenes when a character gets into an argument with Chiklis Flint. As a couple, Mike and Eileen were always very on the same page about their values, parenting, and all the sort of big life challenges, questions, whatever. Masterson told AA they just took for granted that they were on the same page. And Mike, decides to do something for his own need to finish what he started, to have a second chance to redeem himself for something he's felt guilty about. And so Eileen has to speak up and say, "Yeah, but you're not just only doing this to you, you're doing this to your family." As for Corddry, he's best known for his comedic roles Hot Tub Time Machine, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, and The Unicorn. In The Senior, he's a no-nonsense coach. "I base this guy loosely on all my coaches growing up in Boston," Corddry told AA, "these frowny scowlers. I never remember any of those guys smiling." Corddry found it easy to work with Michael Chiklis because they share a common background. Michael's also from Boston, and so every coach has ever had has been basically the same guy. He said, "Michael and I had an instant rapport because when you meet somebody from Boston, you feel like you have a secret. You're immediately friends because you grew up in the same hell." The Senior will be in theaters on September 19th.